Hey guys, and welcome back to my new video. I hope everyone's doing absolutely fine. For those who are new to my channel, I am Divyam and you will find book reviews, unboxings, vlogs and a lot many other fun stuff related to books and fandom. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you can hit the subscribe button, and now let's start with this video. So you must have already read the title of this one. So in this one I'll be sharing a few pointers related to Amazon and Flipkart book sales. So I wanted to make this video from a very long time and it got delayed, and I wanted to post this video today. I'm shooting this on 16th and Flipkart sale for assured members is already live, but I wanted to shoot and post it before that, but I had some other commitments. As you can see, I have a little change in my look, but that's because of some work and I was busy with that, and I got free now, so I had class and work at the same time. So anyhow, I'm shooting this now and I hope it will go by Friday or Saturday at the max, and the sale will be on by that time as well. So I hope so. And this is not a deal, this is not a video related to like steal deals or discounts. I've already made a video related to that, 7 ways to get great discounts on books. If you haven't checked that video, you can check that video up here. And this is the month of October, and I think last year it was a great month because big billion days came in and bought so many good discounts. Like 80% off was the discount they gave last year. And if you haven't checked that video, you can watch where I shared my haul, and the people have been commenting on that video asking me when that sale will come back and when they will be getting that many good discounts. So let's hope for the best, because I have seen the catalog of Flipkart today only. It's Thursday and 16th of October, so I have seen they are giving some good discounts and that'll be open for everyone by the midnight. So let's hope for the best that you will get good discounts. And let's start with this video. So I have few pointers, as I've said, and these are I think 9 to 10 pointers that I wanted to say that might be helpful in this at the time of this sale, or maybe in general as well. So let's start with the same, and let's start with the first one. First point is related to MRP that is provided on the online sites like Amazon and Flipkart. So what I have been observing lately is Amazon and Flipkart both are increasing or inflating prices of books on their platform, and whenever one used to see any book at an inflated price, the normal price that is given must be a hefty discount for them. For instance, I recently saw one book by Christopher Paolini at 2k, and the actual hardcover was available for 600 rupees, so they inflated it by 1400. So they were selling that book at like 200 bucks. So anyone seeing that 2k MRP must be thinking they are getting that book at 90% off, but the situation was not that, and the price of the hardcover was not like 2k and it was priced at 600. So what you can do in such a scenario is you can go to other sites and check the prices of the same. So what I did was, whenever I come across such thing, I go to the competitor's site and check the price over there. But if the book is not in stock over there, what you can do is I'll be discussing in the point 2 as well, you can do a price history on that and see if the discount is real or not, and if you are seeing this inflated price and it came in at that price recently or not. So in the second point I'll discuss that. But the best way is to, if you see any book on Amazon's and you think the price is inflated, you can go to the Flipkart and check the price of the same, and it helped for me and I think it will be helpful for you as well. So the next point is related to, as I've said, is related to checking price history of any book. So in my previous videos as well, the one with discount and steal deals, I talked about how you can use a buy hatke add-on and see what was the price of that book a previous day or maybe in the last year or so. You can track that through a graph. So there are other like add-ons as well, and if you don't want to get an add-on or app, you can directly go to the Chrome and you can enter keepa.com or maybe pricehistory.in. So both of these sites works, and you can check the price of any of the book or any other product in general, and you can compare the price of that book and see if it is on discount or not, and if you are paying so much for that or not. So it's a highly helpful like tool at the time of like any sale. So you can use that and you can check and compare the prices of the books. So I hope that helps. And when you visit Keepa, you have to just select .in above, and I think only Amazon works in Keepa. And if you want to like check the prices of books that are available on Flipkart, you have to use a tool called pricehistory.in, as I've said, and wherein you need to just add the link and then it will show the price graph. But I think it was giving me the 3 months price graph on price history, but I'm not sure. It depends on the book to book, so you can check whether it's working for you or not. So let's start with the third point and see what I have. The third point is nothing but it's related to do not overbuy. So I talked about two groups, broke groups, in my that video of discount and steal deals. So you can check that video and you can see what all groups I've asked you all to join for great discounts. So what you can do is you can check the last year's sale and last to last year's sale and see what all books are there that come on discounts too often, and you can refrain from buying those books that comes on discounts again and again if you don't want to read them as soon as you purchase them. So that will help in, like, that will control your overbuying. And overbuying, like, I have been buying books, a lot many books, and you must be thinking why is he guiding us to not buy books. But I'm not saying that. But if you want to keep that book for later and you have no plan to like read that book, and you see the books coming back again and again, so you can check that catalog. And for instance, one of the book is Lord of the Rings box set, so that is one of the set that comes in discount every now and then. And there are so many box sets like hardcover, and then I think three were related to paperbacks and two had Hobbit in them. So those were the sets that gets repeated again and again. So if you don't want to read them as soon as you purchase, or you don't want to read them in the upcoming months, you can avoid buying those, and you can buy them at the later stage. So that's your choice. And that was my third point, that do not get carried away at the time of sale that I did last year. So I got like so many books and I ended up spending so much. So if you want, you can, but in the end, that's your own choice. So the fourth point is, so in the fourth point, let's talk about pirated books and the books that are not up to the mark and are not in stock after you purchase them. So these are the books that, let's talk about the later first. So some books that you get might get delivered to you after the sale, and those will not be in a perfect condition, and you will not find those discounts again, because you will be seeing those books after the sale, of course. Because most of the times, whenever you get, like, if you are getting the books at the very first day, you might get them by the third or fourth day of sale. But if you are getting it on second or third or fourth day, then the chances are high that you will receive them after the sale has ended. So that is the most difficult part, because whenever you receive such books and there's a little defect, so then you get in confusion, like if you want to keep that book or you might need to return it. So that's the choice is up to you again. But if you ever getting a book that is in a series and you got it because it was on discounts, like there's a trilogy and you got the third book first, and majority of the time what Flipkart does is they send a book in the plastic cover, and that is very neatly wrapped. So what people do is they keep the third book for later stage, and they don't open the plastic cover and doesn't see that the book is spoiled or not. So I would recommend, if you're getting like a third book or fourth book in any series, and you think the first three books are not with you or the first two are not with you at the moment, so don't keep that book, open it and check the quality first. And I don't know how many of you does that, but I have few friends who used to do that, so I thought of informing. So you need to do a quality check. And if you ever get in a situation where you think the discount is gone, but you have received a spoiled copy, like for instance, last year I ordered a book called Constant Soldier, and now I don't remember the author's name, but I got that book in a very spoiled condition, and later that book was not available and the sale ended, so I returned that book anyway, because I didn't want it to keep a spoiled book. So that's it. If you are getting a book that is on a later stage, and like the third book in any series, so what you can do, you can do a quality check, and don't wait for first two copies and then opening of that. And talking of pirated books, what happens is Amish Tripaঠি's books, for instance, is one of the most fast selling author here in India. So his books get sold out at the earliest. So his books are most of the times are pirated on these online sites. And in the next point, I'll talk about who all are the verified sellers on Amazon and Flipkart both, and those are the sellers you must trust and get books from them. Though they have also sent like pirated books in the past, but you'll get to know about that in the later points. So I was saying these sales are the time when pirated books get circulated because the whole warehouses are filled with them and they get loosened at the time of sale. So you need to check the quality, and if you want, I'll make a video related to pirated books and how to like know if the book is pirated or not. It's always, if I get a few demands, I'll make that, and you can comment down below and ask me. So let's jump on to the next point and see what all are the sellers that are there on Amazon and Flipkart that can be trusted. So I think it was the sixth point or fifth. I'm not sure. I lost the count. So in this point, I'll be talking about all the sellers that are there on Flipkart and Amazon, and these are the verified seller. And you will find other Prime sellers as well, but other Prime and assured sellers. But again, few sellers that I trust, I'll name them only, and four are from Amazon and two are from Flipkart. And I've tried so many sellers from Amazon, I know about them. So the first one from Amazon is Cloudtail India, and they sell everything. You must have already seen them selling from A to Z, as Amazon's logo says. So A to Z, they sells all the items. So Cloudtail is the one of the sellers, and the other one is Urit seller and Amazing Buy, and in the end Repro Books on Demand, something like that. So these are the four sellers that I trust on Amazon, and all of them are like Prime sellers. And recently I got books by Book I don't know if you have seen my June book haul video, but I got four books in the same series by him, by that seller. So that the service of that one was great, but again I haven't like used that seller a lot many times, and that was my only one purchase, so I can't recommend that. So you will find that seller as well in Prime, and it's your always, if you want to try, you can. And I had just one experience and that was good. So if I'll encounter any more experiences or any more purchases from that seller, I'll tell more about that. So these were the four or five sellers from Amazon that I trust, and one of the other sellers from Flipkart, there are just two. So one is Truecom Retail, and you must be seeing that seller a lot in these sales because that seller keeps on at the top. And the other seller is NPSR Retail. I think NPS Retail, that's the name for the seller that sells books on Flipkart as well. So these are the two sellers I trust, and if you are getting any books under Prime and Assured, you can get the books under these sellers. So these are the sellers I trust, and you should trust as well. So it's your choice in the end. So that was the few sellers I believe are verified and are good, but in the end they can also send you pirated copies. It's your like job to see if the copy is pirated or something like that, but most of the chances are you will get the copy in the right condition. So normal wear and tear can happen in transit, or maybe they will send, and that happened with me a lot. So you don't have to worry about that, but the piracy is one of the concerns that you need to work, or you need to find about that. So that was all for this point. Let's jump on to the next one. So the next point, that is the sixth one, in which I'll talk about Flipkart discounts. So what you need to do is, when at the time of big billion days, you need to check regularly, because any book that goes into out of stock stage might come back at any stage of the time. And majorly Flipkart offers great discounts in the time frame of like 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., but that can be a case, or maybe late at night as well, and too late like after 2 p.m. as well. And last year you used to get like steal deals at that time of frame only, and there are fewer time frames as well, like 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., when prices used to like fluctuate. And I've personally seen like prices fluctuating at those intervals, but I'm not sure that will be the case this year as well or not. But I've seen it last year, and I believe the prices will fluctuate if Flipkart have given any like time frame. Like they used to give, like you will get good discounts at 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. stage or something like that, a price bracket. So what you can do is you can check in those price bracket again and again a book that you want, and if you didn't find any discount on the very first day of sale, it's not necessarily important that you will not find discount on any other day of the sale. The sales and discounts can pop in any time of the sale, and the discounts might get doubled at some areas. I'll talk about that in my combo offer point as well. So that's the thing, you need to keep on checking regularly if you want a good discounts on books. and again those time frame matters, and if Flipkart have like came up with any time frame that you will get good discounts in that time frame, so prices might fluctuate at that point, so you need to check regularly for that as well. So I hope that'll be helpful for you, and you might need to do a little research in that and find good discounts. So the seventh point is related to combo offer that is again given on like Flipkart Big Billion Days. So because Great Indian Sale on Amazon doesn't come up with like good discounts on physical books. Lately they are like matching the prices with Flipkart, but again the discounts are not that great like Flipkart, and Flipkart are like selling books at a higher rate, I guess, in these sales, so at a great discounts as well. So in Big Billion Days there are like combo offer wherein you will get 5% discounts after getting like two copies, and I think that goes till five books, and when you get five books at the same time, those are in combo offer, you will get 15% off on the price that is already on discount. So that's a plus point. If you want, you can get more books and avail greater discount. For instance, if you are getting four books at 400, you might need to add one another, and you will eventually end up buying like in a few more rupees, like you will get another book. So that can be a case, and one of the few books that I can name, it can help you in achieving that five books combo offer. Like people used to end up like finalizing three or four books, but they search for that fifth one what they want, but they cannot find them. So what you can do is you can search for, I think that were Penguin Classics if I'm not wrong. So those are the classics that are available for 70 or 75 bucks. So if you add them in your cart, you will get them at 60 bucks, and that will help you in achieving that 15% mark of combo offer. So what you can do is you can add those and can avail those good discounts. And if I have to talk about those combo offers, what happened last year was that combo offer was applied twice. So again, that was, I think that came in at the time of night, I'm not sure, but like there was 30% off, and that was applied twice, or maybe 15% was applied twice. And when you where you see the information of discounts in that bar, it was reflecting twice, so people got like twice the discount. That was why my haul was like related to 80% off. So that was the reason I got like 80% off on those books in my previous year's Flipkart book haul in the month of October. So fine for that. And if you see any, so get books at discount, and combo offer really helps. I would recommend you getting like five books at a time for great discounts, because 15% is a great discount, and Amazon never comes up with that. I think lately they came up with like 5% or 7% discount, but those were again not very good, and Flipkart wins in like every case possible in these sales. So that was, I think, the seventh point. Now jumping on to the eighth one. So the eighth point is something that many will not like. So what Flipkart is doing lately is not lately. I have seen that in the previous year as well. So whenever you buy so many books at once, so Flipkart usually buy. I'm saying buy. So Flipkart usually bans the account in for buying more books. So I don't know why they do this, but maybe they must be thinking that they want to keep those books for any other buyer, and this person is buying so many books, if he is or she is like purchasing those books for resale purpose. So I don't know, that can be the scenario, but I've seen that personally in the group that I told you about. So what Flipkart is doing, they usually cancel the books if you're getting too many at a time, and or they don't let you buy any more books. So in that scenario, what you can do is you can have two accounts, but again you must not be having like assured accounts. Everyone doesn't have like two assured accounts, and assured accounts like is too tough to get. Like you have to spend so much of cash to get those assured, but you can get a minimum of like, I think 500 is the minimum for any free delivery, so you can do that with another account. So keep two accounts in hand if you see any steal deals, because that can happen to anyone. That didn't happen to me at all till now, but I'm scared if I buy more books they will ban me for a few days, or maybe cancel my orders. But cancellation most of the time happens, and ban I haven't like heard of a lot, but I knew a few like instances when people got banned for that as well. So buy books at a single time, but keep a check of that as well. But hope so though they clear those and we can buy more books. But I don't know why Flipkart is doing that, but I hate that. So let's jump on to the next one. So the ninth point is yet again something that I've talked in the previous videos as well. So if you see any book on discount that you have been following from so long and you haven't seen a price drop on that one, so what I would suggest is, if you still want to research a lot, you can do so after getting that book. So I would recommend you to purchase that book first. If you see that book and you feel like this is the book that you have been eyeing for so long, but you are seeing that discount for the very first time, but you are not sure at the same time and you need to check the reviews, so I would recommend first purchase that book and then later you can go to any other site like Goodreads, or maybe you can check the reviews later. But I would recommend you to like buy a book first, because books are selling like hotcakes and they are getting out of stock at the easiest, and Amazon is the case for that. I think Flipkart is not like coming up with so less of quantity, but on Amazon it's a big case because there are the quantity of steal deals are so less, like 3 to 4 and most of the time 1 or 2. And what I'm doing is I'm purchasing them first, and if I'm finding that the book is not in my radar, then I'm canceling them. And so yeah, you need to do that, and if you don't want to miss a good discount. But I've ended up buying so many good books because of that reason, and the recent one is by Edgar Allan Poe, so that is still in transit, so it'll be coming from, I bought that from Amazon, so I hope the quality will be fine and you will be finding that book in my book haul. So anyhow, that is the thing I would say, that if you see any book on discount and you feel that is a very big discount, so I would recommend you to purchase that first, and then you can later like cancel it if you don't want it, or you think it's not your genre, it's not your go-to genre and you don't want to read it, and after seeing the review, if the pages quality or something like that is not fine, so you can later cancel it anytime. So that was my ninth pointer recommendation. So I think I've left with one more, and that is another thing that I've talked in my previous videos as well, but I just had 9 points, so I thought let's add one more and make it 10. So yeah, let's jump onto that one. So the final point is related to wish list. So 7 ways to get great discounts on books. I emphasized on wish list point a lot because I spoke to about 4 to 5 minutes for that single point, because I got so many good discounts and so many good deals because of that point. So I'll talk about that again. So I would recommend you to like wish list your books that you want to get from sales way before like sale. Like you need to keep them in your wish list for the throughout the year, and you need to check them regularly. I would recommend that. And one of the deals I'll again say was Oathbringer. I got that hardcover for 574 because of this list, and I saw that in Prime and I bought that book. Like it's still on Amazon for 1.8k, so you can consider how much I saved on that book. And that usually the MRP of that one is like 2400, because store fantasy are always like super costly. So I would recommend you to keep a wish list, and would recommend you to check regularly. And then again, wish list, you can get some great discounts on with wish list. So that was another thing. And if you want to know more about that wish list, you can check that video. I think I talked about wish list for 4 to 5 minutes straight in that, so I won't be like talking more about that. And wish list will also give you an idea if like the prices are reduced at the time of sale or not, and you will see the percentage bar wherein you will get a rough idea what was the price before it and what was the prices now. So that was all for this, and I hope you find these pointers like useful. I know many of the bookworms who are here in this community must be knowing majority of those, but I thought let's make a video because sale is here, and people were mainly asking for like, every time people ask for how we will get steal deals and discounts. So that was the like request for video, but I already did that, so I thought let's say my guide to Flipkart and Amazon sale, so I came up with this video. Yet I'm not sure if this one was the one that you wanted to see, but if you wanted to see steal deals one and discount ones, you can check that video and you will find them in the description box below as well. So that was all for this video. I hope you found it useful, and I feel you get I I hope you get like so many good discounts in this sale, and do share your hauls with me. And you can also connect with me on my social media. I usually reply to those who come up with a message and on my Insta DMs, so you can DM me anytime. But sometime I take a little time, but I'll surely reply. So that was all for this video. I hope you found it very useful, and you can wait for my next video that will drop anytime soon. So bye bye and take care and stay home, stay safe, and bye.